Hello everyone. Today we are talking about social marketing plans to slow down global warming. According to the research, global climate change has led to more fire, longer dry periods, and increase in tropical storms. For example, the fire and the dry lasted several months in Australia last year. In addition, the news showed that the probability of La Nina this year is 3 times higher than usual. When this phenomenon occurs, it will cause great harm to people's lives. We can see that the yellow in the first chart represents the economic loss caused by the weather-related catastrophes, and it accounts for the largest proportion. The chart on the right shows that the number of weather events ranks second and has been increasing. Global warming is a significant problem in the climate change, and people's understanding of global warming is limited. According to the survey, those people can be divided into 6 categories. The latest report shows that alarmed accounts for 26%, concerned accounts for 28%, cautious accounts for 20%, disengaged accounts for 7%, doubtful accounts for 11%, and dismissive accounts for 7%. Comparing the 2015 data, it found that the proportion of people in other categories except alarmed has decreased. That means people's attention to global warming has increased.
Our selected market segment is the cautious group, as their views are amenable to change. The reasons behind this selection are that this segment acknowledges the occurrence of global warming and its potential harms on human beings and living organisms. Their attitudes and opinions on global warming are easily changeable by bridging the change of their behavior and knowledge needs. Through tailoring specific messages and using effective communication channels that the segment mainly uses, we will be able to satisfy their knowledge needs, facilitating behavioral change that will positively impact on the efforts to mitigate global warming. Market segmentation can be adapted to communicate and increase citizens' participation. This strategy involves the development of strategies that are to be used to the selected segment based on the similarities of their demographic, behavior, and psychographic data. The selected specific target group from the cautious segment is middle-aged people living in city. It represents a culturally diverse target group. Our group selected the middle-aged citizens living in Canberra, whose age bracket is 45 to 65. This age group consists of both male and female participants. The main reason behind this selection is that, according to research, older people are more receptive and easier to engage in issues on climate change. In this age bracket, participants are more worried about not living their best lives. People in this age group are more health conscious, meaning they have ideas about health, so it's easier to increase their awareness of global warming. Communication with this target group will enable them to shift from the cautious group to be more concerned or alarmed towards taking actions that reduce global warming for sustainability. Activities might include adopting alternative energy sources, green farming practices, and participating in tree planting.
I am Lian Chaochen, and my part is to talk about social marketing goal. For slowing down the trend of global warming, people's behavior change are considered to be more valuable than technological improvement. Therefore, we hope to change the behavior of target population through social marketing strategy to benefit society and their environment. The overall objective is to rebuild and reinforce the target population's awareness of global warming, change their behavior, and transform them to concerned, even alarmed. We have 4 objectives in total. Firstly, increase 10% of proportion of people who take action on global warming within 12 months of social marketing campaign launch. Secondly, to decrease 9% of frequency of people using cars for short trips within 12 months of social marketing campaign launch. Thirdly, to decrease 5% of Australian household carbon emission within 12 months of social marketing campaign launch. Lastly, increase 20% of sharing bicycle usage rate within 12 months of social marketing campaign launch.
The first two strategies are mainly providing information to establish and enhance people's awareness that global warming is happening and caused by human activities. Partnerships help us get the word out for public service announcement. We recommend having an area in the Sydney Morning Herald like here. Every day publish the temperature of today, 10 years ago today, and 50 years ago today. This brings convenience to readers to know the temperature of today, but also allows the public to understand that global warming is happening through the simplest temperature comparisons. Sydney Morning Herald is selected because of its wide coverage and appropriate age group of readers. Newspaper advertising has been around longer than any other forms of advertising we see today. According to the latest data, Sydney Morning Herald has 11 million audience, which means our social marketing message could be delivered to more people through it. It is difficult for people to experience global warming, so in the second strategy, we aim to bring the climate change close to people's life. We decide to raise the temperature inside a high-traffic shopping mall by 4 degrees. People will feel hot and uncomfortable because of the 4 degrees. They may complain, they may ask if the AC is not working. After a while, the staff will explain this campaign is to make visitors feel global warming by themselves. Some factors and figures about global warming will be introduced to visitors. It's like a warning, which can lead people to think about the impact of global warming on Earth and other organisms, thereby changing their behavior, like more concerned about global warming and even take some actions to slow down the global warming.
Then I will keep talking about the social marketing strategy about change behavior.
As the economy grows, living standard has improved. More and more families purchase their own car for convenience. However, the increase of number of car release emission and pollution, which cause immediately and long-term effect on the environment, including global warming and harming the environment and human health. Sharing bicycle has been achieved a great success in many cities, especially in China. To make the program successful implement, first, the most important is to select the location, as accessibility is important sharing bike, to expand access to job and service for those who need it most, and enhance the usability for local transit. Secondly, financial is another critical factor contribute to succeed. As this program is benefit to community, local government may be interested in sharing bicycle and providing funding. Next, we can use social media like Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. We can let some influencers to post they use this sharing bicycle to attract the other people to use it. There will also be an event, such as get a Woolworths voucher for every 5 kilometers. For the upstream strategy, establishing a tax on carbon dioxide emission, raising the cost of operating a vehicle, which to encourage the purchase of use of alternatives to gasoline-powered vehicles like electronic vehicle, hybrid, or public transport. There are a lot of benefits for sharing vehicles, such as decrease in carbon dioxide emission, include of resources used effectively, a reduction in virus disease such as obesity, especially for our target audience who people aged 45 to 65 can exercise while they cycling. Finally, it can decline in traffic congestion and noisy.